Roberto Dwarte.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Duarte, you're charged with terroristic threat of a family or a household member. You're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, sir.
Officers were dispatched to a residence in Harris County, Texas, in response to a family disturbance. The complainant told officers that her and the defendant, her spouse, began arguing after she followed another man on Instagram. The complainant stated she felt scared and tried to call her mom, but the defendant took her phone and refused to return it while stating that he was going to beat her ass. The defendant repeatedly told the complainant this, and the complainant believed the defendant would actually assault her. The complainant's mother was on the phone during the altercation and heard the defendant's threats. The defendant admitted to officers that he threatened the complainant.
Mr. Duarte, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with your case. How old are you, sir?
20.
What do you do for a living?
Construction. My wife.
So this is Neve and Garcia. Is that your wife?
Yes, sir.
Are y'all actually married or just living together or common law?
Actually married.
Okay. Do we know whether she wants to have contact with him?
Yes, Your Honor. RIP was completed and she says that she would like to have contact with him.
Okay. Mr. Duarte, I'm ordering you as a condition of your bond not to have any threatening or harassing contact with this person. Understand what is threatening or harassing doesn't matter what you think. It is what she perceives. So if you go like this, it is most certainly threatening and harassing. And I'm going to tell you now, I will do everything in my power to protect every person of Harris County. If I have to put you in jail, I'm not going to lose any sleep over it. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
You got out of jail because we gave you a free bond. You're not going to get another one. You pick up a new case, violate conditions, I will revoke your PR bond, set it at 5,000 to 10,000. If you don't have anyone to pony up that kind of money, you'll be sucked like Chuck. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
No. How much money do you make a month?
Like 2,400.
Okay. Who else do you live with besides your wife?
We just had a son, a newborn.
Does she work as well?
Or she used to work, and we should go have, but now.
Because the baby, she's not working?
Yeah, yes, sir.
You want to apply for an appointed lawyer?
For what?
Court-appointed lawyer. Do you want to apply for one?
Sure.
The other option is you can go hire one. So you tell me what do you want to do? You need a lawyer. You're facing a year in jail, a lot of time. So
Yes, sir.
you want to apply for one? So what's going to happen now is I'm going to we're going to give you an application for an appointed lawyer. I'm going to have you sign a receipt with Victoria, and then I'm going to have you take a seat in the jury box. Do not leave until you sign our bond conditions that you're not to have threatening, harassing contact. You also need to understand that there is a protective order that has been issued in this case. I'm going to give you a copy of this. One of the things is you cannot threaten or harass. Don't do it. If you are someone that constantly fights with this person, be very careful, because the next thing you threaten her, they can file additional charges against you, violation of a protective order, and then it really will go sideways. Do you understand?
Okay.
Can you file no threatening, harassing, no weapons, please?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. I'll have you come up. We'll give you the application. I'll have you sign the receipt, and then I'll have you take a seat in the jury box, please. Clayton Hodges. Mr. Hodges, you're charged with failure to give information upon striking a highway fixture. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. We are going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, sir.
Yes, Judge. On October 5th, 2024, officers responded to a criminal mischief call at a residence in Harris County, Texas. The officers made contact with the complainant. The complainant stated he woke up, realized his tree had been ran into, checked his surveillance, and observed the defendant's motor vehicle collide into a tree traveling at a high rate of speed. The defendant appeared to get out of the motor vehicle, walk in front of the motor vehicle, and then proceed to get back inside the motor vehicle. The officer observed tire mark damage in the landscape leading up to the tree, damage to bricks around the tree, and damage to the tree itself. Damage was approximately $200 for the brick and grass and $2,500 for the tree.
Tell me, what time of day or night was this? Is this in the middle of the night? Do we know that alcohol or any kind of drugs or anything played a factor in this?
Your Honor, this took place at approximately 2 in the morning. And one moment I can see if there's any alcohol involved.
Well, I don't know. I mean,
I don't see any, Your Honor.
let me ask you this. What kind of priors?
Your Honor, he has previous, well, actually, I believe he still has open cases in Galveston at 2024 with unknown dispositions, a DWI, collision causing damage to a motor vehicle, and a UCW out of Galveston.
Just 3 open cases in Galveston?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Haddad, did you see this? We're talking about Mr. Hodges here.
Mr. Hodges, Judge, let me check.
He has an open DWI, UCW, and perhaps something else. Also, Alex, if you can run the license as well.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, Judge, I do see that, yeah, this is held, so it's open. Yeah, just checking the TCIC, it looks like there are 3 pending cases open.
The third one besides DWI, UCW, what was the other one?
Collision involving damage to a vehicle, approximately $200.
I'm taking off.
It looks like it is their Galveston's version of an FSGI. It's just called.
Now we have another one.
Yes, Judge.
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes.
Mr. Hodges, I take public safety extremely serious. And if I find that you become a danger to my public here in Harris County, I'm telling you now, I'm going to light you up. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
I am taking away your privilege to drive. And you will be signing an affidavit with me today, promising me that you're not going to drive. If I find that you drive, I will have a contempt hearing. You'll be facing an additional 6 months in jail and a $500 fine every time you drive. Do you understand? I am also giving you a curfew so that you are not out in the middle of the night. The other thing is this, is that you have 3 open cases in Galveston. It's only a matter of time before they learn about them. And when they do, they're going to revoke all of those bonds and issue 3 warrants for your arrest. So, as it stands now, do not drive. And I'm also ordering you not to consume alcohol or illegal drugs. And I'm going to test you like crazy. If I find that you're using, I'm going to revoke your bond, deem you a public danger, and I'm going to make your bond so high that your head will just combust. Do you understand? GPS monitor, curfew from 9 p.m. to 6 a.m., waive the fee, no drugs, no alcohol, random urinalysis, and no driving. What do you do for a living, Mr. Hodges?
I'm an electrician.
We're going to reset your case to give you time to hire a lawyer. Heed this warning. If you drove here, you may not drive home. And the worst possible thing you can do at this time is get into a car and drive, because if you do, you're going to stay with me for quite a while. Do you understand?
Sir.
I'm going to have you come up here, swear to us that you're not going to drive. You will get to Victoria, sign a reset, then you'll get with pretrial, and then we'll see you later. When you come back, have a lawyer, Mr. Hodges. Don't be a danger to my public. Do you understand?
Sir.
Good morning, Mr. Webb.
You get a public defender.
I need more hair. I'm not going to get it.
Got implants now.
Yeah, I'm not going to do it.
I'm James.
Mr. Webb, what have you been doing looking for a lawyer?
I was gonna try to get one. We got a family lawyer, but she ain't gonna take the case for me. Elaine Michaels. She's a divorce attorney though. She's a family
It's a
friend.
good idea because a jack of all trades is a master of nothing, right? When you get a criminal case, you need a criminal defense lawyer. You don't use a family law lawyer. It's like when you need heart surgery, you don't go to a podiatrist who works on feet, right? Same thing with a lawyer here. What have you done to look for a lawyer?
I was gonna come back here and see if I can get a public defender. Cause I can't afford one right now.
Why?
Just, dang, it's, I do AC work and it's cold out. It's the winter time, it's seasonal work.
I mean, it just ended, right? And people still need AC. What kind of income do you make a month? How much money do you make a month?
I mean, right now it's slow. It's been slow. So I own my own business and it's just slow year. So my wife actually owns the business. So I own an AC business and I do the work. She does the office side of it. And it's just been a slower year.
Okay. How much money you make in a month?
I don't know. My wife takes care of it all. I couldn't tell you how much money I make in a month. I mean,
So we'll give you an application and we'll send you home with it. We'll have your wife fill it out and then you can bring it back next time.
okay.
Okay?
Page 39.
Aiden.
Mr. Frederick.
Mr. Frederick, come up. You know, life is really short. It really, really is. And when you are on a self-destructive path, you tend to bring other people down with you. You may not intend to do it. You may not want to, but the reality is that when you are on a path of self-destruction, in whatever it may be, that destruction radiates everywhere else. And what we do here is try to prevent that from happening. And I see you, and it makes me sad because you're imploding in front of us.
Sir, I feel like I've been trying to do everything you wanted. November 5th, I have an appointment to get my license. I signed up with Harris Health. I'm doing all the classes you wanted.
When you come here, you act like you have a halo on your head, but when you get out there in the free world, it's a completely different matter, Mr. Frederick, and you know exactly what I'm talking about. So you tested positive for alcohol. Because of that, I'm taking you in. Goes with you.
I mean, it doesn't, all the stuff that I was supposed to do doesn't matter. It's just I drank alcohol, so everything's gone.
It's all the other stuff that's going on is what's really important to me.
But that's what I've done. All the work you wanted me to do.
Oh. Could be on the other side.
Council for Okay, go ahead and have a seat in the jury box.
Where did you think that you were coming today? To the beach? Why are you in shorts? It's a complete sign of disrespect. I'm going to let it pass today, but if you come here again in shorts, I'm going to put you out and we'll set you off for the next day and we'll make you come back the next day. Do you understand?
Sir, I apologize.
Okay. This is not your first case. You know better.
I apologize.
Mr. Sergers, you're charged with criminal trespass. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, sir.
On October 13, 2024, officers were dispatched to a residence in Harris County, Texas. The caller observed the defendant arrive at the location and pace back and forth around the car before proceeding to enter the vehicle and turn the lights on as if he were attempting to get the motor vehicle turned on. Upon arrival, the officers observed the defendant sitting inside the motor vehicle that was parked on the driveway in front of the residence, and the defendant claimed the vehicle belonged to his girlfriend, but when asked to provide his girlfriend's name, could not provide any information. The complainant, the owner of the motor vehicle, advised she did not give the defendant permission to enter his vehicle and wishes to pursue charges.
So it's criminal trespass of a car.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Sergers, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with the case. I'm ordering you now as a condition of your bond not to have any contact with this person or the complaining witness. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Why are you looking at me with bewilderment?
Because I didn't even talk to the people. I was, sir.
If the only thing I'm going to tell you, if that there's a car
Mhm.
and it's not yours,
Sir.
don't go into the car.
I didn't, well,
Okay,
listen.
I'm not going to talk about the case. I'm just telling you what your bond conditions are. Don't go into anyone's car unless it's yours. Do you understand?
Yes.
Okay. What do you do for a living, Mr. Sergis?
Work at Sergers. Temporary agency.
When is the last time you've had a full-time job?
In my life.
What were you doing?
Jack in the box.
Why did you stop working?
They didn't have enough hours for me. Yes, sir.
Okay, so you just quit?
No. They didn't have enough hours.
They let you go.
Something like that. They didn't have enough hours for me to work.
Where are you living now?
I'm in a sensitive situation. I understand that, sir.
You need to get a full-time job. I'm
Yes, sir.
making that a condition of your bond.
Yes, sir. I understand that.
And I will
try.
appoint your lawyer today, Mr. Sergis.
Yes, sir.
One of the conditions is no weapons, and you must get a full-time job.
Okay, yes, sir.
You understand? Okay.
Yes, sir.
You go to Amazon, go to Starbucks, they're always hiring. And they make, you start out at 15 to 17 bucks an hour.
That's fine.
Do it.
Yeah, that's
I'm
fine.
bringing you back in 2 weeks and I want to see what you've done to get a job. If you come back and show me that you've done nothing, life's not going to go well. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right. We'll have you fill out an application for an appointed lawyer. I'm gonna have you take a seat in the jury box. Do not leave until you sign our bond condition.
Yes, sir.
Otherwise, I'll issue a warrant.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Thank you, sir. Have a blessed day.